Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are leaning hard into the jank and we are playing Fight Rigging Eldrazi. And so the idea behind this deck is that we play the card Fight Rigging, which is a 3-mana enchantment with Hideaway 5, which means when it enters the battlefield you look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile one face down, and then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. And the enchantment says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, so that's pretty good. And then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. So the intention is that we will play Fight Rigging, and we will hide under it either an Emrakul, which is from New Shadows over Innistrad Remastered, which allows us to take control of our opponent's next turn, as well as giving us a 13/13 flying trample and protection of instants, or we will play Ulamog, which is the 10/10 Eldrazi that allows you to exile 2 permanents when you cast the spell. It has indestructible, and when it attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of your library. So if you're following the channel at all, you will have seen that a few days ago we played the Aetherworks Marvel version of trying to cheat Emrakul into play. Well, today we're playing Fight Rigging, and the reason why there are very specific combos that work with this is it has to be something that allows you to cast the card and not just put it into play, because the abilities of most of the Eldrazi are cast triggers. They're not put into play triggers. Now, obviously, there's nothing wrong with just putting a 13/13 flying trample into play, but we do want to play, we want to have the abilities as well. So the rest of the deck is just built around making that happen. So we play a lot of the creatures which are cheap but have high power. So we're running a playset of Rotting Ragesaur, which is a 7/6. We have Shakedown Heavy, which is a 6/4. So when combined with Fight Rigging, becomes a 7/5. We have 2 Archfiend of the Dross, which is from Phyrexia, which is a 6/6 flying, with kind of oil counter shenanigans on it as well. 2 copies of Pelucranos, which comes into play as a 6/6. And so essentially we are playing as many creatures as we can, which allow us to play them and immediately have a 7 power creature when we trigger Fight Rigging. And then the rest of the deck just supports that. So we've got the full play set of mana elves, which allows us to potentially turn 2 Fight Rigging and then turn 3 cast one of our creatures and go off. So the earliest this combo can work is we can potentially take control of our opponent on turn 3, which will probably end the game fairly quickly, or we can Ulamog, exile both of their lands, and then there's very little that they can do at that point. And so we're also playing Ronus the Indomitable, which is a good creature by itself, but also allows us to pump up our other creatures if we need to. And then 3 Nissa who Shake the World as a good kind of planeswalker that can kind of power out some more creatures and also double some of our mana. So if we do in a pinch need to play hardcast some of these, we can. Turn Timber Symbiosis, which allows us to then kind of dig further into our library and potentially play one of these cards. And then 3 copies of the Great Henge as well, which comes down very cheaply when you have high power creatures and just allows us to kind of keep cycling through our deck, gain some life, and ramp as well. So that's the main deck. The mana base, as you'd expect, is a lot of black-green dual lands and then some utility lands as well. We're running probably, let's see, have a quick count. So it's 23 lands. So I think that's about right, given we're also playing 8 mana elves as well. And then looking into the sideboard, so we've got some removal, so we've got Fatal Push, and then Binding the Old Gods, 1 copy of Shadow Spear to use against aggressive decks. If we can put that on a big creature, you're gaining 7-8 life a turn, that's very helpful. Then a little bit of a Planeswalker package, so we've got Liliana Death's Majesty, which will allow us to put creatures from our graveyard onto the battlefield. So if we need to recur one of our high power, low mana cost creatures, or just put back one of these, we can also do that. Nissa Ascendant Animus similarly creates big power creatures, which we can potentially use to trigger Fight Rigging. 4 copies of Thoughtseize for hand disruption, Unlicensed Hearse as graveyard hate, and then Thrun, Breaker of Silence, which is the 5/5 uncounterable that can't be the target of non-green spells and has indestructible as long as it's your turn. So that's to bring in against control decks. So yeah, that's the deck. I'm playing this for a couple of reasons. One, it looks incredibly fun, and I think if you can get the combo off, it's going to be really, really, really fun. And also, considering we're approaching the end of the month, I don't mind so much if we're kind of leaning a bit harder into the jank, because we're kind of in platinum now, and we'll kind of stay there, and I don't really mind sacrificing a few rank spots. So yes, What I tell people is the reason I'm still in Platinum is because, I like to play a variety of decks and kind of lean into my jank side. Obviously, I don't also mention that I lose quite a lot, but I can keep this pretense going. So let's see how we do with fight rigging some Eldrazi into play, jump onto the ladder, and see how we go on. On the draw. Okay, so we've got Mystic, Heavy, Heavy, and Emrakul. So it's not ideal in terms of doing our combo, but if the Mystic survives, being able to turn to Heavy and then potentially play another one. I mean, these won't necessarily get in for lots of damage, but if they're not, they're drawing us lots of cards. So I think I might keep this and see how we do. So our opponent's on a Gigantha. Oh, Delver. Okay, it's interesting. Hello. Uh, so let's play the elf. Oh no. Okay, they've got their insectile aberration immediately. Okay, I'm super interested by this as a concept. So let's drop a shakedown heavy. So we are going to have to keep an eye on our life total here because this insectile aberration is going to prove to be problematic. Yeah, we're playing against a quick deck here, so yeah, that's 5. Not thrilled about that. Could be more. Yep. Oh, this is tough going. Okay. Well, that wasn't very interesting. Let's go to game 2. Try again. So let's put in Fatal Push, Thrun, not Nissa. It moved a couple of Thruns, a Shadow Spear, and let's take out. What are we taking out here? Don't think we need Rotting Regisaur here. I'm not a huge fan of losing my cards. And let's lose one of the Great Henges as well. Actually, let's pop in a couple. Let's pop back a couple of Regisaurs, take out Turn Timber Symbiosis and another Great Henge. I don't think we're going to have time to get cute with the Henge. Okay, we've got everything we need. No removal, no removal. Okay. Emrakul showing up far too early, but oh, that's so depressing. Okay. Why could you just be one card deeper? Okay, we'll put Thrun under there because that's a good card anyway. See what our opponent does with their 1 mana up. I assume it's for opt or something like that. They're probably wondering, what on earth is my opponent doing? Are they a lunatic? To which the answer is yes. Ooh, okay, fun. So let's play a shakedown heavy, trigger fight rigging, play Thrun. So that's some pretty impressive board presence that we've got there. So assuming they've got a yep, Fading Hope, sure thing. That is going to slow us down a bit, unfortunately. That's not going to work. It'll have to be our Elvish Mystic. Does mean we get to kill their Arcanist. So let's do that. Okay, let's play another Elf. Play another Shakedown Heavy. Attack for 6. So we now have 2 potential targets for our second fight rigging. So if we can find an Ulamog or another Emrakul, that's pretty good going. Sure thing. Yeah, okay. Not sure attacking is great for them here. Okay. I will take the 5. Okay, let's play another fight rigging. Let's pop Ulamog under it. Play an Elvish Mystic. Go to combat. 1 here. 1 here. Play Ulamog. Exile these 2. There we are. That's how it works. Okay, what are we changing on the draw? I think I like a couple of Thoughtseize on the draw. Let's take out Ronus and 1 Pelucranos. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not thrilled about having to face this on the draw. Again, I'm losing the die roll a lot at the moment, and I think it's beginning to get a bit tilting, to be honest. But hopefully they'll have a slow hand, and we can maybe go off early. So we've got fight rigging. So if we draw one of our, why is Emrakul there? That's the disadvantage of this deck. No, as they've mulliganed, I think I am going to as well. I hate this as well, but I'm not sure we can mulligan to 5. Okay, fair enough. I'll take that and go again. To be honest, I think we got away with that one. My hand was really not very good. Yeah. Why? Um. Hmm. This is an interesting hand. No plays till turn 3. I'm not a huge fan of. So let's mulligan this. That is better. That is significantly better actually. So let's pop away Archfiend because I think it's too early for that. Until we know what our opponent's playing, I don't want to risk playing out an Archfiend. Yeah. Cauldron Familiar. What fun. Don't you dare. Ah! Why you like this? Oh, well, at least they don't have the oven, I suppose. Yes. Okay. Right then, let's play fight rigging. Pop Ulamog under it. No third land is sad. Just really hope to draw a land next turn because I think they're going to kill our Llanowar Elf. Yep. Land. Ah! Okay. Fortunately, our opponent's not being hugely quick, so... And if they play Gigantha, that gives us a very obvious target for Ulamog. Yep. Okay, let's play Shakedown Heavy. So let's exile the Oven and one of their lands. Just because if we target Cat, they'll just sacrifice it. Isn't this exciting? We now have an indestructible 10/10 that they definitely can't use Claim the Firstborn on. There we are. So Ulamog's been getting it done for us so far. Okay, so Rakdos Sacrifice, I think Fatal Push is good. Binding the Old Gods is probably good, so's the Hearse. And what are we taking out? Let's take out... Archfiend's an interesting one here. Gonna leave it in for the moment. But I am going to take out 4 of our elves because I don't think we're hugely moved to actually go as quickly as we need to in other matchups because it's quite a slow, grindy kind of deck. Rakdos Sacrifice. They probably won't be able to kill us like turn 3 or 4, he says. Yeah, and then a couple of Rotting Regisaur because I don't really want to be losing cards. We need all the resources we can get. How do I feel about Liliana in this matchup? Yeah, I might swap out one Nissa for a Liliana, just because Nissa creating 3/3s, which are vulnerable to Fatal Push, is actually quite problematic. Shadow Spear? No. Yeah, I'll keep this. Doesn't have fight rigging, but it's got creatures. And you cannot be fussy when you play this kind of deck. Oven. Let's play an elf. What kind of removal do they have? Yep. Oh no. That means if they play the cat, I'm just going to be... Oh, it's going to be so boring. Please no cat. Ah, okay. Let's play Shakedown Heavy. Oh, I should have played the Blooming Marsh there. Blech. That was a mistake. Okay, they're a bit mana screwed, I think. Looks like they're going to discard maybe to draw land. Or try to. Yeah, that's okay. I assume they take the Regisaur here. It's the only thing we can play. Emrakul is not coming out anytime soon. Yep. Ooh, Ooh, yes. Discard a Mayhem Devil. Fair enough. That's potentially problematic. Let's hope we draw another creature. That is not what we want to see. Oh, that is terrible. Okay, let's just hope. Oh, man. This is the risk you run. Okay, well, let's pop a hearse into play. Yep, do it now. Right. Go ahead. So we can't ever actually activate hearse at the moment because... Oh, oh, why are you doing this to me? All right. Pass with Hive up. At least it gives us a blocker against the Blood Tide Harvester. All right. Yeah, fair enough. If only there was a way to show your opponent your hand in Arena. Oh well, it amused me anyway. Um, let's pop in our Thought Seizes on the play. Take out... what are we taking out? Let's take out the other Regisaurs. And the Archfiends. This isn't a great opening hand, but it does have Hearse. Is that enough? Not sure. We'll give it a go. I was feeling very good after game one. Now, not so much. Maybe we sideboarded wrong there. We did take out a lot of our creatures. Maybe we should have taken out the Great Henge instead. We'll see. We do have turn 2 Hearse, so... Sure. Wow. Using my own elf? That is outrageous. Well, it gives us something to work towards, but we are not doing much at the moment. Yeah. We can at least crew the hearse with Rhodus, if nothing else, and potentially play the Great Henge. If you claim the firstborn, I will sternly talk to your manager. Go on. Go on. Go on. You know you want to. Go on. Oh, how boring. Oh, well, it's a land. Do we push the... No, I think we save the push for if they manage to take a one of our cards off the battlefield. Or just for that. Yep. Sure. Eh, probably should fatal push here. Yeah. Let's eat our own Great Henge. Ah, I see we're in that kind of mood, are we, game? Fair enough, you do you. Hmm. At least they can't attack with it. That would just be rude. But they are going to put it in an oven. That's horrible. That is so horrible. It's unbelievable. Now, do I crew? I think I have to crew in response and just hope they don't have a fatal push. Okay, good. Doesn't feel good, but if we can draw land. What did I do to deserve this, honestly? On the draw, I know I took out too many creatures. I know it's my fault. Mm, mm, no, I can't risk turning the lair into a creature. Sadly. Okay. And you are not getting multiple copies of that. No. All right. All right, you win, deck. If you're going to be like that. And breathe. Right, we move on. Undeterred by whatever the hell that was. So back for match three. We're actually recording this the day after the first two, so I need to get my head back in the deck. This is okay. It doesn't have an elf, but if we draw a land, I think we're in reasonable shape. Okay, it's Rakdos. There's no way on earth this elf survives, but okay. Thoughtseize instead. Yep. Land, please. Thank you. Great. Okay, that allows us to play the Great Henge. Let's hold Turn Timber Symbiosis, actually. Pass the turn. Great, okay. Yeah, we got away with that because our shakedown survived and... right. Head in the game, head in the game. So, Fatal Push. A couple of Thought Seizes. Binding. And let's take out a set of elves. A Regisaur. And a heavy. Yeah. Again, not great. No fight rigging, but Regisaur can possibly hold up the ground forever, so... do your worst. No Fatal Push. We love to see it. So, difficult choice for them now, I think. Because if we land Regisaur, we can potentially the turn after just play the Great Henge. Great. The Ulamog is useless in our hand here, so... Even better. Discard. Henge. Ronus. Ooh, we are popping off. Okay, that's not good, but I don't think it alone saves them, so let's play an Overgrown Tomb, play Nissa Who Shakes the World. That extinction event was very well timed for them. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Come on, just pass to blockers. Thank you. Right, let's play Poly K. Now let's play Fight Rigging. Let's pop Emrakul under it. Let's animate our forest. You're not going to like this, I'm afraid. No, I wanted to control their turn. Oh, all right. Let's move on. I think we'll do one more for the road. Slow, but not impossible to get off, so they're playing Yorion, so they might be quite slow as well, actually, if they're playing sort of fires or something like that. What are you doing? Why are you always there when I draw my first card of the game? Hmm. Actually, maybe the Great Henge here is pretty spicy. Rude. I'll go again. Don't think I won't. I'll put another Great Henge under it. So what are they going to get this time? Deputy, maybe? No? Okay. Our thing survives. I assume they're going to get fires now. Oh no, leyline binding. Fair enough. So let's play Shakedown Heavy. Trigger. Play the Great Henge. What is happening right now? Oh no, because I'm in combat. Blech. My brain's working fine. I don't know about you. Um, so they're gonna grab a 7-drop, I assume. No, I suppose they don't have to if they don't want to give me my shakedown heavy back. Oh, I see. Oh, and it stops my Great Henge from going off as well. Pretty rude. Pretty rude. Well, that's fun. I think technically I'm supposed to steal your turn, not you steal my stuff. Just saying. So we'll pop in Thoughtseize. We'll pop in Thrun. Take out a set of elves and Pelucranos. And we will go again. Enigmatic Fires is an interesting matchup. I mean, they had everything they needed there. Just yeah, the toolbox makes it quite good against anything that we try and do. So why can't this be like any other land? Instant regret, but double Thoughtseize we can't turn down. Arena's playing quite dramatic music at the moment. Sort of like, yeah, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay, we're dead. What is this? Okay, I think our best hope is to try and mana screw them. Ah! Ah! Bloom, Moon, Bless, Carrick, Zer. That one. No, we'll take Zer. No land. That's pretty much a land. Oh, the regret is heavy. The regret is very heavy here. Oh, fires that can immediately fetch a 7-drop, you say? Well, that was awful. So that was Fight Rigging Eldrazi. I cannot stress enough, these decks are bad. Any of the decks I build with Emrakul are bad. Do not use your wild cards to craft them, they are bad. But, you've got to give it a go because. And I don't think we even actually managed to successfully steal anyone's turn there. I think we did once, but then they conceded. Ulamog was doing quite a lot of the work, despite being only 2 copies. Because you kept turning up in my hand when I didn't want you to. I love you, really. But we're so we're it was fun. It was fun to play. I'm not that fussed about how well it did because it's not supposed to do well on the ladder. It beat Rakdos, probably wasn't a very representative matchup, but we did beat it. So yeah, that is Eldrazi Fight Rigging. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. It was certainly the games were full of swings, if nothing else. And yeah, as always, like, subscribe, comment. I will see you next time. Thank you very much.